Hey guys, Mr. Premium here. Are you Power 20? Probably, since you're watching this video. I reckon you've probably seen the last one too, you little scoundrel. Well, lucky for you, we've got 10 more things to do after you reach max level. Wait a gosh darn moment. If you don't subscribe to me right now, I'm gonna start gripping every single freshie I see. I repeat, every single freshie I see. But Mr. Premium, that's not like you. Shut up! Shut up and subscribe! Okay. Wow, such a kind YouTuber. And I bet you're thinking to yourself, well, what were those lovely art pieces that you flashed on screen for 0.1 milliseconds, basically? Oh, look, this person made it. Thanks a lot to them. The art looks really good. On that note, you might want to consider joining my Discord server. Okay, enough intro. Just get on with the video. So you may look at hell mode and think, hell no. Me too. Because I don't want to wipe my characters, that's why I stick to Diluvian. But, as you can see from the footage on screen, I mustered up the courage to do Hell Mode. All thanks to these guys. What's their guild called? Random Monkeys. Thank you, Random Monkeys. I just want to point out that there's 3 corrupt broodlords running after this guy. To those of you who don't know, Hell Mode is an event that you can do in the depths if you have 5 players above power 15. Each player has to ring the scary neon red bell, and once they do, tons of corrupt monsters will spawn on you and tear you to shreds unless you have a maxed out PvE build. Oh yeah, and did I mention that the spawn rates are increased by 10 times? And the main goal of this event is to wipe out 100 mobs within 20 minutes. But for every player that rings the bell after the required 5, adds 10 more mobs to this count. Oh yeah, and there's also Mr. Six Eyes and Dagon over here they can spawn to. Despite how hard it is, I think it's quite worth it because of the sheer density of loot that you can obtain, such as legendary weapons, deep gems, and every type of relic. So yeah, go try Hell Mode today! Ah, Freshies. The future generation of Deepwoken. There's nothing as gratifying as one of them coming up to you and asking, "Hi sir, can I have free loot?" And you're like, so pathetic. Here, have 5 deep gems, and a legendary weapon. You know, these guys are probably so used to being ganked by every single Voidwalker ever, so you might as well give them a little bit of help. Some people might say, you know, just go get all that stuff yourself. Who cares? Just give it to them. Give it to them free. Anyhow, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so if a noob freshie comes up to you asking you to take them to Arisia, try your hardest not to accidentally drive them into a whirlpool. And if you see a guy hanging too close to the edge of a cliff, try your hardest not to knock him off on purpose. And finally, if someone wants help out of the depths trial, actually fight the mob, and don't just leave them to fend for themselves. Because here's the thing, you could be the difference between this freshie growing up to be some normal, happy PvE build, or some meta-moncing, Silent Heart, Eden Kite, Railblade, awful thing. Just save them. Save them from going down that path. Money, yes, we all love it. It allows you to purchase mushroom bisques, a random item out of some guy's sack, and trumpets, you know, just the necessities. Now, how would you feel if I told you some people don't have money? I know, I was shocked too when I found this out. So I'm going to tell you some ways that you can easily earn money. But before I do that, I need to tell you why money is important. Ever since they added a bank, money farming has become so much more useful. Because let's say you're just starting out on a freshie, you want to give yourself, you know, a little bit of a boost, then simply go to the bank and withdraw some money. Or if you're in a guild and you want to be a kind member of society, P.S. join Hamon please, then you can always donate to the guild. Now here are some efficient ways to earn money. You could fight bosses, namely Maestro. You could farm Diluvian, or if you want a safe way of earning money fast, watch this video. Okay, this one goes out to all the noobs out there. One way to make yourself look like a pro is through having a build focused around a legendary weapon. Trust me, I can easily disguise myself as a pro. You know, it's so easy to get legendary weapons these days, there are literally ways to get them guaranteed. Yeah, most of the legendary weapons they're adding, such as the Deep Spindle, the Curse Winter, or the club, on the club, have a guaranteed method of obtainment, usually through fighting an NPC or doing a quest. Yeah, so honestly, if you have any slots spare, you could just grab a legendary weapon and then make a whole build revolving it. Or you could just farm legendary weapons for trading. You can get some good stuff, maybe gather up enough to get a Bloodforged crown if you want that, I guess. But honestly, I think the #1 way to get legendary weapons is through my giveaways. Join my giveaways. Join Discord server. Go on, do it. You won't. No, please do, actually. If you want to know what boss I think gives the most enchants, well, okay. My method of getting the most enchants is probably you fight Chaser, go to layer 2, fight Ethron. You're pretty much guaranteed a Kira Sieger, but hopefully you get something cool. I've got curved blades and stuff from it. That's the one I recommend. That's the premium recommendation. So go get your premium legendary weapons and subscribe to Mr. Premium channel. Have you guys heard of the game Fortnite? Do you guys want to play that? Do you want to play Fortnite in Deepwoken? Well, lucky for you, because every single weekend, there's a Battle Royale mode. To access this mode, you've got to go to your Chime of Conflict, and then there'll be an option for solos, duos, or squads. So everyone jumps out the sky, Fortnite fashion, goes to different locations, and then in these locations, there'll be potential weapons, chests that can have different things in them, which I'll cover in a second, and these strange shrine things, where the purple ones give you mantras, the grey ones give you common talents, and the red ones give you rare talents. Now, what's in the chests, I hear you asking? Okay, you can get equipment, you can get iron bombs, and you can also get something called an oath shard. If you collect 3 oath shards, it'll give you a random oath. The more people you kill, the more oath abilities you get. I think the biggest positive of Battle Royale is it'll help you get better at PvP, no matter what skill level you are, because in these Battle Royales, there's a whole range of different players playing. They could be dumb idiots or super pros. As long as you just fight everyone and try not to run that much, you'll definitely get better at PvP. If you want more information, look at this really old and probably outdated video that I'm not proud of. Look how bad the thumbnail is. Deepwoken is a game filled with intrigue and mystery, and random guys around the map. So some of these guys can be rarer than others, and also some events can be rarer than others. As you can see on screen right now, this is an Etris raid. This is where the Central Authority, for lore reasons that I do not know, want Etris gone. Probably due to Lord Regent being a dumb guy. So they burn the whole city and try and kill everyone. So that's not very nice. If you kill all of the Authority people, there'll be 3 big chests with a bunch of loot in them. And this has a very nice big loot pool. You can get rare armor sets like the Royal Etrian Guard and stuff, and worm tooths and legendary weapons, all that type of stuff. Some other rare events include the Stranger NPC, which can spawn in Arisia, and if you have 50 charisma, you can talk to him and get Tacit. Also, sometimes in traveling merchant ships, you know, the blue ones, they'll rarely sell die packets, which other than that can only be obtained from layer 2, floor 2. So that's pretty good. There are 2 more events I want to talk about, but I'll cover that in the next section. Astral is the best PvE enchant. It makes you deal 20% more weapon damage in PvE, and if you use your critical or parry 3 times in a row, it shoots down a star that explodes and does 100 PvE AoE damage, and there are 3 ways to obtain it. The first way you can see on screen right now. This mob's called a Moon Knight, and you can find it on the island called Moon's Eyrie. This island is located in the Eastern Luminant, and it is east of the Compass Rose. These mobs will either drop Astraline or the Astral Enchant, and located in a cave on the island, you can find one Moon Knight who, when you kill, will drop a chest. This chest also has a chance to have the Astral Enchant Stone. Another way of obtaining an Astral Enchant Stone is through finding the Weird Trader. Weird Trader is a sea event where you can see Ganymede sitting in a dinghy. After talking to him, he will ask for 3 items. These could be items ranging from weapons to a rock. You have 30 minutes to collect these items before he despawns. You can give out amazing rewards such as the Enchant Stone or a Pyre Keeper. The only issue is, he's pretty rare. The final, and probably rarest, of the ways to get the Enchant Stone is the Resonant Dawn event. In this event, a meteor crashes down, and it spawns an Astral Knight. If you defeat this Astral Knight, you get the Enchant Stone, and if you interact with the meteor, you get a free resonance. This event can happen in Summer Isle, Starswept Valley, Minitirsa, and in the Voidsea. Don't bet on this one appearing. I don't know about you guys, but I love free stuff. I also love races. The thing is, I know you're poor, and you can't afford more character slots. You the type of guy to believe in the free Robux videos. Yeah, don't worry, buddy. I got you back. There's a way for you to get free character slots. There are two different ways to get free character slots. The first way is to achieve the Power 20 badge. To do this, you simply have to get to max level. As soon as you get max level, you'll get this badge and a free character slot in your slots menu. The second way is to achieve A rank. At the end of your character's life, you're given a rank depending on how many echo tasks you completed. What are echo tasks? They're different things that you can do throughout your character's life, such as gaining power, crafting a food item, killing bosses, or even catching a fish. From this table, you can see the different ranks for the different echo amounts needed. As you can see, A rank requires 112 to 139 echoes, so you are going to have to grind your character out a bit to complete all of these tasks. Do you want to prove your status as a gamer? Look at this. Imagine if you saw your guild's name up here. I'd be proud. This is a list of the top guilds in the game. According to this, Disconnected is the best guild in Deepwoken. I disagree. I'm more of a ham-on guy myself. As you can see, the top 100 guilds for both overall, PvP, and PvE are put on this board. All of this is based off of guild score. There are two ways to get guild score. The first is through PvP. This is where you grip players that are of a similar level to you and aren't in your guild. The only issue is, when you get gripped by someone, you lose PvP points. The second way to get guild score is through PvE points. This is where you beat any boss, and after you beat the boss, you'll gain an appropriate amount of guild score. These two numbers put together is your total guild score. I bet you want to become the strongest guy in Deepwoken. I'm the strongest guy in Deepwoken. Let me tell you how I'm the strongest guy in Deepwoken. Let's say you've got some really OP armor pieces that are just about not perfect, and you need to improve them in some little way. That's where needles come in. There are three different types of needles. The first type is the Armorer's Needle. This is the only one that you can obtain from chests. It allows you to change one of your pips on one of your equipment, and it'll give you three different pips that you can change it into. A brief summary on what a pip is. When an armor piece is created, it will have a set amount of pips, and these pips are rolled to be different stats. Like you can have health or sanity. Here you can see the table of pips, and here you can see the different methods of obtainment for Armorer's Needles. The other two types of needles have to be crafted. One of them is called the Gilded Needle. This is a lot like the Armorer's Needle, but you can choose which pip you actually exchange it for instead of having a choice of three. This is crafted with 5 Armorer's Needles and 1 gold. The final type of needle is called the Forge Needle. This is the most recent needle, but what it allows you to do is increase the amount of stars your equipment has by 1. This means to craft it you need 1 Armorer's Needle and 5 Smith's Alloys. Hey, you've watched this video up until this point. Thank you. Really means a lot to me. And thank you for everything. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for turning on that lovely bell. If you want to see the fan artist's Twitter that made these pictures, the link is in the description. But anyways, keep playing Deepwoken, keep gripping Freshies or whatever you do, and peace! Roblox. Roblox. Yeah. Roblox. Roblox. Yeah. So much Roblox they call me premium. My parents are very lenient. They let